Hello, testing. Good morning. This is an example of a lecture using the screen as an illustrator. And in my case, this is a case of creating a virtual host using Apache on an Ubuntu computer. Uh, this computer has already been set up so that it has all the components of LAMP, which is Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So the goal here is to create a website and host that website through the server browser called Apache. So right now I am changing my directory so I can go to the web pages directory, and on that directory I would create a new folder, and I will name it as alexz.online. This is how it is done. It's really just copy and paste. It's a quick procedure if you are a good typist, unlike me. But once you set up the directory, you can change your location to it, or not really at this point. You just need to set up the new website so it would allow the current user of your machine to have the privilege of changing and manipulating the files inside it. So at this point, I am changing the ownership to the machine user. And after that, all you need is to uh, change the permission of the directory to allow only the user to have an access to it. Otherwise, it would be too dangerous to have everybody have an access to your website. That would be a good invitation for hackers and other problems. We are now at the stage of creating a temporary front page, or the page that you open when you click the link to your website. And you probably know of this already. It's called index. It could either be in PHP or in HTML. Yes. And all you need is to make a tentative page just to illustrate or to prove to yourself that it works. So in this case, I just copy whatever is given on the guide by DigitalOcean. It's a very simple index page. I am now copying and pasting the whole thing. Now we need to save it. Oh, you can do manipulation. You can change the content of your page to reflect what your website's name is. So change that into Alexi Online, and yeah. So there. This is just to show you that it reflects the website that you are creating when you open this page. Save that. Now, I think the next step is to. Okay, this is a mistake. The guide actually is demonstrating the creation of two websites or domains. We are not doing that, so I will cancel the domain number two here and proceed to the next step for the domain number one, which is Alexi Online. The okay, just wait and see. So this is what you call the virtual host files. This is the main deal with the creation of virtual host. So what you do is to change the configuration of the Apache so that its default configuration will be copied to the new configuration of your new website. So all you do is to change, the certain parts of the command or the code. And now this will result into a copy of the default. The next step is to just change the configuration of the new website uh, to reflect its features, its administrator, its document root, its alias name, all that stuff. So anyone who has done this would understand how easy this is actually. Unfortunately, I have difficulty typing at times, so I always make mistakes, typographies, typographical errors. So this is the page. So what you do, it's a virtual host, and you just copy or just make sure what you you understand what the contents are all about and how to replace them. So this is the content that it recommends you to put on into your new virtual host. And I will follow that. So this is basically a simple copy and paste. You just replace certain lines. You don't have to start from zero. Again, this is a very common procedure for those who are experienced in creating websites on Apache. So as I said, just change the the server name and the server alias and the root, of course. You need to make sure that that is all replaced without. And by the way, make sure that everything is correct. Like in this case, uh, I've already committed a mistake there. And later on, that would become a problem for me. You will see as we progress in this process. I was not able to catch that mistake. Uh, and then I save this. I just specify the specific files that you want the the web host to read. Any mistake here would not allow you to open your website. So just double check everything before you save it. Well, I did not on my part, so um, later on I will come back to this and make the correction. It's just one letter. I missed one letter. Now, that having done that, you should be able to record that. I'm not sure what the NSIDE kind of the NSIDE command stands for, but this is another the command that will make your configuration accepted by the Apache. It's called A2 NSIDE. So I don't know what it stands for, but this is like as if you're recording the configuration on the available sites of the Apache. So easy, and of course, change the name of your configuration. That's a must. So here, the problem occurred here. The reason for this is because on my configuration file that I just created, I missed the letter L on the name of my uh, server. So uh, I went through a lot of steps here, double checking the everything until I discovered the culprit, which is the second line, the server name. But it took me a while to see that. So just be careful. You this may look so easy, but just one mistake, like a missing a letter or missing a point, would cause problems later. All you do is to just double check everything, and this should go smoothly afterwards. It's good to for me to do this again. It has been a while since I have done um, this kind of project because of work. Uh, but it always comes back to me how to set it up because first it is easy, and second it is cheap. You don't really spend a lot of money here. If you just want to learn how to create a website using Apache, you don't have to go through buying all these web hosts that can cost a lot. This is easy if you're into just learning how this is done. Again, I'm going through all this double checking and finding out where the problem is. Um, it took me a while, really, just to find that missing letter on the server name. If yeah, so yep. Eventually, I would find the problem, but yes. Oh, this is no, you don't really need to go through all this. This is again, this is in reference to the second domain that the guide of DigitalOcean is recommending me to do. I don't. I did not do that. I just limit myself to one domain at this point. So let's proceed in checking. Oh, I'll find it eventually. Uh, yeah, that's another mistake. Instead of Y, it should be Z. That's another thing. But it still won't work because, as I said, if you go to the configuration, I haven't really. uh, corrected the mistake there. So now this is the stage where you sort of like re to run the Apache browser or server. This is a Linux setup, so just usually if you're using Windows, you can use the or download the XAM double P setup to do the same process on Windows. I just use Linux for programming because it's a lot easier for me, I think. And I'm used to the Vim editor that they are used to, at least on this in this kinds of work. Again, I still am working on finding where the problem is because it is not giving me the outcome that I prefer. Again, these are all yeah. You see that warning already. There's a warning that mention. Uh, so it would not let me end this project until that is corrected. Um, this is just an extra process where you can include the new web host to the other web sites that you already have in the same Apache. This is very common among, like in the DigitalOcean, you can buy one droplet and can put as many websites as you can through virtual hosts on the Apache. So if you are paying $15 a month for the droplet, you can probably place 5 to 10 websites there, and you're basically just paying maybe less than $5 for each web host or for each website. Again, this is it will still produce a lot of problems. It will not come up with what I want to produce because of the lingering mistake on the code I just made. Um, it comes up with here's the deal: when you already have the website set up on the internet, whenever you go to that website that you created on your local host, if it could not find if it has a problem